Okay, we're here again for another 900 Global Tech section found here on 900global.com. We're with Nick again, and we're going to go over pin distances. Nick, I've advanced my bowling career. I hear a lot of talk about I need a pin in, a pin out, pin 2 to 4 inches. What does that mean, and how do you measure that?
Sure. Let's first define what a pin is. And there's basically two purposes for a pin. First, from a manufacturing standpoint, it really helps us build a bowling ball to the quality that we have here at 900 Global. It helps us position the core exactly where we want it in the ball within thousandths of an inch. The second reason that we use a pin is it represents the lowest RG axis of the bowling ball, and in turn that'll help the bowler in drilling techniques, as you're laying out your balls.
Okay, so when I'm looking down on a ball and I'm holding it and I'm looking straight down on the pin, if I look straight through on a see-through ball, clear ball, that is the center of the ball?
You'll be looking through the center of the bowling ball, yes. And let's expand on that a little bit. And if we go to the blackboard here, and we have our ball representation on the left half here, and this top part we've drawn in the pin. And like Eric said, if you look straight through, it's the center of the ball that the pin is lining up with, and we'll designate that with a dark black circle. Let's draw a random core shape in here. And for simplistic purposes, we'll use a square. Or a rectangular shape. So looking at this in this orientation, we still got the center of the ball represented by the big black dots. If we were to look at where the center of gravity is of the ball or of the core, you could see that the center of gravity is going to be somewhere around the blue dot. About the center of the rectangle, still in line with the center of the bowling ball. And to get the pin that you see on the outer surface of the bowling ball, what actually that's representing is a 3D line drawn from the center of the bowling ball up through the center of gravity, extended out to the surface of the bowling ball. And that's the center of gravity prick that you see on the surface of the bowling ball. Now in this orientation, what we've done is we've lined everything perfectly up. The core is in the center of the bowling ball, not offset left or right. So what we get is a pin distance on top of the CG, a 0-inch pin.
A pin in.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I know that, but suppose I want to do a little trick layout. I want to pin out 3 to 4 inches. What do you guys do in the manufacturing process to make that pin out?
Sure. If we take a look at this right drawing here, what we actually do is, let's look at a core shape first. If you can zoom in on this, you can see that this pin is not in the center of this core. So manufacturing wise, we offset the core, and what this does, let's go back to the blackboard. We're going to draw our rectangle in again, but we're going to offset the rectangle as you saw in the zoomed in picture. So we still have the center of the ball. It's in the same spot. It has not moved from our left picture here. But you can see that the center of gravity of the ball, the center of gravity of the core, basically the center spot, is no longer directly in line with the center of the ball. We've got more mass shifted towards the right half of the bowling ball, therefore the center of gravity is going to move in that direction. And it only moves a few thousandths of an inch. But for our purposes here, we're going to exaggerate that a little bit. The center of gravity now is somewhere in this location. So if we do the same thing, we draw a line through the center of the ball, through the center of gravity, out to the surface of the bowling ball. That now is your CG prick on the bowling ball. And it's this distance here that is your designed 3 inches of pin. So manufacturing wise, what we do to answer your question is we purposely offset the core to create this 3 inches of pin, or the designed measurement of pin distance that we're looking for.
Wow, so thousandths of an inch can actually equal inches on the surface?
Eric, yeah, to answer your question, our viewers can actually go to 900global.com. There's a great article that actually goes into more detail on this subject, and it shows the minute differences in how small that center of gravity from center of ball distance actually affects the distance to pin at the end.
Okay. So different pin distances combined with different oil conditions with the way I throw the ball can help me diversify my lineup of 900 global balls.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks again, Nick, for showing us exactly what occurs when manufacturing creates pin outs and pin ins.